And Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now Trubisky. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Some trouble already here on an opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Running straight ahead. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Play action. It's Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
An opening drive sack. After the sack on first down, Trubisky. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. This will be play number 9 in the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Presley Harvin now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Hill on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that. He's got a man, complete! And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And for a while, when this place opened, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Watch out now, 52. Ready?
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
38.
Another carry now for Edmonds. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
Yellow, go. Right, white. Ready. Set.
From the gun, it's Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be tackled just the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Trubisky over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Trubisky to throw again. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Trubisky's throw complete to Freiermuth. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. It's on the clock. Really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
On play action, here's Tua. Fighting to stay, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Yellow. Yellow. Blue. Long red.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tua going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A couple of first downs on the drive. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown Dolphins. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a nice design there. But sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Tua going to tap this forward on a jet sweep. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane. And
I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. On 1st down, Tagovailoa completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Black Ultra.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Durham Smythe, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Trubisky. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Trubisky will throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Won't be easy here after that sack. Now you got Trubisky and the Steelers facing a 3rd and long. Now back to throw. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He'll get it inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Tua under pressure. They got him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Let's go.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In today's NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here we go.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
43 rail.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hey, man. 6, 7. Ready.
Here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown. Chase Edmonds from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming day. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. In prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Dolphins, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to get back.